you do still remember these games? The Pokemon Go, the Sim 4, and the Legend of Jedi? They do have one thing in common. They used to be insanely famous, but then they became outdated and get boring. So we wondered the reason why, and we found out that the reason why people play games because it gives them the sense of accomplishment, a competitive spirit, a strive for the best. But after coming to the top and finishing all the tasks, you will become bored with the game. So we asked ourselves the questions if we can create a game that you can constantly play it without getting bored. And we come up with the questions, what if your life became a game? So when your life became a game, it would be a never-ending game with full of challenges, and also the game would develop through your life. So today we will reinvent the gaming industry. We will make a game that you will constantly play it, and we call it creatory. So it means that we want the game to create your own story in your life. So in order to know how to play it, let's take a look at some features of our game. There are three features that you want to pay attention to. The first one is that each gamer and each player will have their own identity or their own account with their personal information and also their points and their level experience. Or your, I'm sorry, come back. Or your personal information will be recorded and uploaded onto our cloud storage. So don't worry, you won't lose your personal information while playing the game. And also you can use the information in the account to connect with other players. So you can let other players see your personal information if you want to. Okay, the second feature is that the grading system, or we can call the points system. At the beginning of the game, you will be evaluated and measure your strengths, your weaknesses, and also every aspect of your life. And you will have a scale from 0 to 100 for each of the aspects. And especially everything you do in your life will affect your points in the game. For example, if you get a good academic result, you will get 10 points for your education. If you do the gym 2 hours a day, you will get 10 points for 1 hour doing the gym. Or also, for example, you go to the engine shed and you stay overnight, you will lose 10 points for your health, but you can also gain 10 points for your social relationship. So our grading system is really dynamic and flexible. And the last feature, also the most important feature, is the real life applications. What I mean here is that our game can be applied into your real life. You can use the statistics and the points and the levels in the game as qualification for your employment, education, and even to your love relationship. They can look at your strengths, your weaknesses, the points in aspects of your life to decide whether you get accepted to a high ranking university or get a good job or even to find an ideal partner. Okay, so now move to the instruction so that you can play the game better. So the first thing is that there are a lot of sections in the game for you to choose. So you must choose the section that you want to focus on that fits your life plan and your career path. For example, if you want to be a doctor, you should focus on education, and if you want to be an athlete, you should focus on health and sports. The second tip is that based on your personal information and your data uploaded onto the cloud storage, we will create the customized vouchers, or we can call it points boosting cards, for you to choose that can help you gain points and level faster. For example, if you live in Lincoln and you want to go to the gym, we will give you the vouchers for the sports centers or the pure gym, and when you go there you can double your points within the same amount of time. For example, with 1 hour you usually gain 10 points, but with the voucher you can gain 20 points for your 1 hour doing the gym. And the last tip is that we know that each player and each gamer will only have 24 hours a day to gain more points and level experience. So we will provide you, we know it, we understand it, and we will provide you with an automatic mode, which means that you can even play while you're sleeping. It's just similar to the kind of mental practice in your dream, like that you can do the activities in your real life, but now it's in your dream, and the points and the level experience will also be accumulated to your account. And there are also some suggested advertisement for you to choose which can help you boost your level and your point faster. You can choose not to have the advertisement in your dreams, but maybe you have to pay a little more money for it. And now Nikki will give you the demo of this product.
Okay, so just as an example, just so you can all visualize it a bit more. Like Joey said, the game creates challenges in order for you to gain things for your life. So ultimately, it's up to you whether you stay on track for your life. If you've got a goal to, for example, we've got Tom. Tom wants to be a firefighter. That's his ultimate dream in life. So he's going to focus everything on sport because he's got to pass his fitness test to become a firefighter. So everything in his life is going to aim towards that test, whether that's with his normal job as a truck driver. So everything he does in life, whether it's multitasking with his sat-nav, is going to gain points for him to be able to multitask in life. The reason why we've done this is because when you go to your employer is basically going to be able to read you like an open book. They can have a look at all of your points, everything that you've got on your health, if that's what they're focusing on. So you pretty much can't hide anything from your employer anymore. That's like a really quick, just short clip of something that Tom would have on his device. We'll be focusing mainly on, obviously, like I said, his stamina, his strengths and weaknesses. And we thought, obviously, like again, because progress is motivation, if you can see that you're progressing in life and going closer to that dream, then you're going to keep playing and want to bet yourself. But the game also, like Joe said before, if you do things wrong or you're supposed to be working out, you choose not to, you'll also lose points and lose percentage on them certain dreams and aspects. So then you're basically ruining your own life. No one else can do it for you. So the device, we provided that the game would be on like AI glasses in order to play, keep update your progress, everything. Data can be logged onto the cloud on the internet, like Joey said. And we noticed that ours was actually compatible with a lot of other people's IDs in the group, so you know we can give your game on your devices if you want to. Yeah. So you know if you want to like buy everyone's products, we can be like your distributor.
Okay,
like, so the problem. Do you ever feel like you're just running on a treadmill in life and not really getting anywhere, or you've got dreams, you've got goals, but everything that you're aiming for in life just seems to be at distance, and no matter what you do, you're not really getting closer to that dream. Well, this game and the devices that we play it on will get you closer to those dreams, because when your employers see your percentages and your points and everything, they're going to not have a choice but to employ you if you stick to those dreams and goals. So how to get the glasses. We came up with employment. An employer could distribute the glasses and the game as a product, but the only problem with that would be that your employer would have control of everything you do. They can see everything that updates. If you gain points, they get notifications about the points. If you get a percentage increase, same if they ask you, oh, why didn't you do that work this week? You say, oh, I was really busy. Well, you weren't, because you didn't do anything on your glasses, so we know what you was doing. But you can also purchase the glasses yourself, which the best thing with that would be that you pretty much have control of the glasses, so you can do what you want, focus on your dreams and goals, so it's got nothing to do with your employment. So the game is free, and you make money from the vouchers and advertisements. That if you're a company, you would produce your advertisements that your employer would ultimately have to watch, whether that be they chose to watch them in their dreams or whether they choose to watch them in the day. That's how the employment company would gain money from the game.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you. Why would I want to use it? Why do I want to subject myself to such intensive scrutiny by my employer?
You have to do it for your employer, but if you do it for your employer and you say you want to, you want a specific job, and you go.
This is the only way I can get that job if I want to become a firefighter. The only way I can become a firefighter is to engage with this game. Are you saying that that's the